Great rising, y'all. Great rising. Come on for this quick walk. Ha! The walk is quick, but the gulping chat is a little longer. Thanks for coming on the walk, or get your mats. If you're going to do some stretch out, get your weights. If you're going to do weight exercises, get your chair. If you're going to do chair exercises, stand up if you're walking in place. Line up if you're walking wall to wall. Jump on your bikes. On your bikes. Let me hide this kitchen, child. I'm going to take care of it this weekend. Let me start this treadmill. Hey, y'all. Hey, raw the day. Raw the day. Yeah. Raw the day. Ha, ha, ha. And make it great. Yeah, y'all. Whew. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Thank you very much. I gotta make sure that y'all seeing my feet move. But if I move this camera so you can see my feet, kind of chop off my head. So let me see how it is here. Hey, y'all, hey! Short-term goal was Monday. Short-term goal was Tuesday. Short-term goal, Wednesday. Short-term goal, Thursday. Long-term goal, Friday, because it means you exercise the whole week. Yeah, y'all, yeah. Oh, I tell you, the human experience is wonderful. It really is. Especially when you focus on what is getting you through this human experience. Yeah, y'all. Well, let me get to it. So much to unpack. When I think about South Carolina, I think about the most traumatizing time of my life. And that's something, hey, great rising, ha ha, rah, rah, rah the day and make it great. Thanks for coming on the walk. Oh, y'all showing up. Yes. Hey, y'all. Y'all know how to make a body feel good. Yes, we doing it, y'all, right? So, I'll read your comments on the break. Yeah, y'all. The most traumatized time of my life. And that's something. Saying something. Hey, Steve, that I spent the whole school year running around Harlem pretty much by myself. Yeah, y'all, I'll read your comments when we take our break. But, y'all make me smile. Yes, yes. Y'all there, let me know. Ooh, I got a long one. I'll read them on the break. Thanks so much. So, I didn't understand I was going to a cult. I didn't understand it. I thought there was just South Carolina family, that I was coming down my grandmother. I didn't know it was a cult. When I left South Carolina, I had nightmares for over 2 years. When I would wake up and find myself in my grandmother's house, I would literally panic and jump out of bed. And like clear my eyes, I had to see, I had to know I wasn't there. So, when I heard that these three senators, Republican senators, hey y'all, hey, supported women's rights and a woman's right to not have her child if she didn't want to, since she the one that got to take care of it. But I remember thinking, what the hell is wrong with y'all? They're going on life, y'all. Y'all know y'all. Let me tell you something. Stop laughing when they say kissing cousin, and oh, you're kissing. It's not. It's called S.A.ing cousins. Because you beat them up. You choke them. So it ain't no fun for, oh, they just kissing cousins. No. They beat you. They humiliate you. And it's all done on the auspices of the Southern Baptist Church, child. It's called keeping women in line. Hey, y'all, thanks for coming on board. It's called keeping women in line. I didn't know that. I came from New York. We went to camp. We played together, boys and girls. As we got older, we were in school together. We were in choir together. We did boys and girls. You laugh, you joke, you bumped each other, you did stuff like that. I didn't know until I went down south that everything I did was sexual. That everything I did, I was telling a man to essay me. I didn't know. I didn't know that it was okay to beat up on a woman because you have to keep them in line. And this is back in the 1970s. I'm not talking about a century ago. I didn't know it was okay. I think back on them sermons. You gotta keep women in line. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's for women too. You know, a woman's brain is like a child brain. If you don't tell them what to do, they don't know nothing. Then I would sit there and I would hear about that old African out that new, what they call Old Testament. This all old African, these are African coats. The same black African you hate is the one that invented those coats that you're still carrying around. That's why I call you European Africans, because you're holding on to an African coat. So it got to be in your blood. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to expect it. I didn't know if I smiled at a man in Southern Baptist world, I am telling him that he can essay me. Oh, so when I heard, the first time I heard, I don't care if Republican, let me tell you what the universe does and this earth does. Women are connected. If you are a woman who's in your reproductive stages and you're in a group of women for more than a month, your menstrual cycles will sync up. Nature puts you together. These cults put you against one another. So I was like, wow, these ladies standing up, they going to life them. And I was like, why are you so scared? These are Republicans. I was like, but wait, ladies first. We're connected. What are you doing? So I knew that I thought they'd be alive. Because Like I tell you, that kissing cousin is real. These Baptist people believe they have the right to sexually assault children, to sexually assault women. They preach it, and you take your kids and you put them in them pews, and you let them teach them to take it, and you amen. I remember they said there, you can't do nothing without a man. Women ain't got the sense to do nothing. They need a man. Even when they don't know they need a man, they need a man. They're like children. And then that other story they always drove. Mary Magdalene. You see, and this is from them. You can strike it or do whatever the hell you gotta do, YouTube. I ain't getting nothing no way. See? Even Jesus was with prostitutes. He had to help them. He had to save them. So, that's what it was. We were prostitutes. Then, I learned that all the troubles in the world is caused by women. Because Eve let a snake tell her to eat apple, and they were in the Garden of Eden, but then they've been in hell, and we've been in hell ever since. So you see the situation you're in? It's because of women. I was like, then when I was finna get out of there, I learned that I had to get a letter from a boyfriend saying he wanted to date me. He would be responsible for me. And I was like, I ain't doing that. But if I didn't do it, I was a lesbian. I was a lesbian. So I told my girlfriends to introduce me to her brother so we can date, and then he gave me a letter. But I let him know, no. I watched my girlfriends in school get punched, knocked out, can't say nothing because their parents got a letter. He is now her responsibility. And he thought she was looking at somebody. And I was shaken. I was saying, oh my gosh. But Thomas was already out of high school. He was in the service. I didn't have to worry about him. You see, he was in the service. That's why they let cults go on. They're the biggest contributor to this military. Anyway, I had to let Thomas know it ain't really like that. I just need a letter so they don't think I'm a lesbian. Though they know I'm not a lesbian, you're fucking letting the cousins incest us. So you know I ain't a lesbian, or maybe you think I was a lesbian because you allowed them to do that. But going back to those senators, I was like, everyone knows when you have a lot of kids, you can't keep up with them. You'll either birth an incester in the group, or so many you can't keep up with, the pedophiles will come and get them. They know that. That's why these cults want these kids to keep coming. They want the parents to be poor, so they can go by and say, hey, here's $20. Let me take your son and we'll run to the store. And you're like, well, if you really don't have no money, we don't have no milk or nothing, okay. Then your son come back and he all moody and he don't want to talk to you and you don't know what's going on. You didn't realize you sold him. That $20 on that car ride, they pulled over. Your child was sexually assaulted. But what can you do? You can't focus on that. You got 20,000 kids out more. And if you think I'm lying, look at the Douglas. 20 kids. They were incestors. He's in fucking jail. Also child pornography. So I'm like, what is wrong with you senators? You can't vote against abortion. All these chomos. Okay, I listened to this TikTok guy that came out of prison, and that's what prisoners call pedophiles, rapist shit, but mostly pedophiles. That's a chomo. When you see Southern Baptist, Catholic, Islam, all that shit, those chomos, they're sexually assaulting your kids. So I know those three senators was out. You are not going to stop them. And they know the more kids you have, the more victims they have. So I'm kind of happy they just voted them out, because I knew for sure positive in my heart that they would have unlifed them. Because them chomos, they want you to have them babies. How can they do child pornography if there's no child? Hey y'all, let me look at these messages. Oh, y'all come through nice. Let me see. Give me a minute. Oh, Olivia, thanks for the love. Drop heart. Hola, mama. Yes. Olivia again. Doing amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I don't understand. Fanny, I don't understand the writing. I don't know if you compliment me or cursing me. Ha, Martin. Keep going. Never give up. Thank you, Martin. Mr. Beamer, I see you. Drop heart. Oh, you do? How I'm doing good today. We made a whole week. Accomplishments. Hi from Oklahoma. Hello, Oklahoma, where the da. Here we go. Hey. Dealing with my, oh, I can't read that. Randy, I can't read that. I was suffering. And every time I was being ancestored and abused, they made sure to mention his name, saying that he was the one that's doing it. So I can't read those kind of things. You see my legs is tight. Thank you, love. Jad Hassan, thank you. I'm trying. Drop heart. A good kid. Mama, keep healthy. Mama, we love you. We love you back. Love you back. No. Drop heart. Speed it up, mama. Run. It's drop heart. The show is called Just Your Pace. This is my pace. You want speed? Run. Hey, Sophia love. Oh my God. Hi. You look pretty. Thank you. Keep going. Remember, it helps your heart and stamina. Yes. Also, happy 4th of July, even though it was yesterday. Thank you. Sophia. Then we got Lop. Kick rocks. So I take it you don't like what I'm saying. And now I have someone from another country and I have no idea what they wrote. And then I have Lop Pop that says sprint. No, it's called Just Your Pace. Lop Pop, you sprint. And then I have another foreigner that's writing stuff that I have no idea. And then Lop Pop again says run. You run. Ziza, I came from Malaysia. Hello, Malaysia. Clutch, you have a daughter? Sure do. Keep it up, mama. Yes. Thank you, Riza. Thank you. African is good country. Of course, the continent. There's many good countries on the continent. Abiz, what the fuck? I see you ain't a morning person. Right on, babe. You're right. Thank you, a buzz. I don't know what that means. And Pony, I don't know what that means. Thank you all for your comments, even if it was in a foreign language, y'all. Ooh, let me wipe this sweat off. No, y'all run. I don't gotta run no more. The corporations tell me I used to have to run. Run to work. Run catch the train. Run get on the bus. Run to take this stuff to this department. Run, go do this. Run, go get this patient. Run, go get this. I've been doing that all my life. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking now. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. Ha ha! Y'all must didn't see the show, really. Did y'all listen to the first part? I did put the song on. So, I remember the first time I thought about dating. And I said, let me go look at Christian Mingle. And everything in my body screamed, are you insane? Did you not learn anything? If you go out on a date with him and you smile, he will SA you. That means you're flirting with him. You're telling him that's what you want. He doesn't think you're smiling with him human to human. He's not taught that. He's taught you're a lower being and a sexual being. I was like, ooh, no, can't go there. I said, ooh, I ain't even dating none of you. I know you give him the right to punch the hell out of me. I'm trying to stop using cold terms, so I put it like that. I know you are giving permission to punch me into next week. So I didn't want to start out like that. And you ladies need to start asking some questions too. Because these cults that y'all going to, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all of it is to oppress and abuse women. And you need to find out. Because you see, he's telling you ahead of time, you're getting your ass whipped. And when you say I do, you say I do to the ass whipping. Whew. Anyway, they voted them out. The lady senators that voted for women's right to choose an abortion. And I remember when I read that, I felt so relieved. I felt so relieved that they just got him out of office. I thought they would unlife them. These chomos in South Carolina, these pedophiles, these rectum bandits, you are not going to cut off their supply. If you do, they have to go back to cows and horses and dogs. They want nieces, nephews, the little boy down the street, the little girl up the street. If you say they can't have children, they won't have victims. I thought they were unlifeable. And then when I found they just voted them out, I was like, oh. I was like, what do you feel like that for? You don't even know these women. But I do. The universe connects women. The cults separate them. The cults teach you women are dead. They don't know. They can't think. They don't have a mind in it. You're not taught to take care of women or help women. You're taught to take care and help men. That's why I wish us ladies would stop being upset when you see these women going at each other. They're taught that. You fight women, not men. That's why if her husband is in the room with 20 women doing all of them, she will try to fight all 20 women and she will never touch him. She's trained not to. Keep your pressure low. Stop expecting stuff that's not going to happen. When you look at the whole circumstance, that's not going to happen. So I'm relieved. And they should be relieved that they're gone. And if I was them, I would pack up and leave. I would find a state is hard. But I find a state of some place where none of these cults are running shit. I saw something on Facebook where this Mormon lady, they call it Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Let me tell you about that cult. The foundation of the cult is a man wanting to have 5, 10 women, wives. That's the foundation of the cult. Fucking women. But this lady comes in, and this girl is standing there with her skirt on, minding her business. She walks over and pulls the skirt down. The girl turned around. I'd have slapped the shit out of her, and we'd have pressed charges against one another. How dare you touch me? Who do you think you are? You can't tell your husband shit. If he tell you to put your head in the bucket and drown, you'll do it. You dumb programmed bitches. Don't be touching on people. Pulling that girl's skirt down. Go pull your husband's zipper up. Because he out there fucking everything that's moving. Oh, but he's a god, so it's okay. And y'all made the eternal connection. So it doesn't matter if he fuck 100 women. When we die, we're going to be together. That's what's running this country. I hope you foreign countries are watching. I hope you foreign countries and seeing these European Africans for who they are. And get those old African cults out of your country. They don't help you advance. I love Chairman Mao. I didn't understand him at first when I was studying him, studying China and his period. I didn't understand him. I knew about the millions of Chinese starving. I knew about how he came in with his red book. And I cried, and I read, and I read, and I cried. But I hadn't had enough life experience underneath me. And now I do. And I love that man. He said, stop untying women's feet. They have to walk. They have to get out there and work. He got rid of them old African cults. Asians know, y'all know y'all African. Asian African, you know it. He got rid of those Asian cults. Those old African cults. 20 women. 20 wives. Wives 1 through 20. Concubine 1 through 30. Children 200 and 300. He didn't do that. Chairman Mao didn't do that. He got rid of it. He said all are equal. You'll dress the same. All are equal. But now when you look at the Chinese people, yes, if I had one trip I would make, I would go to China, to the statue of Chairman Mao, and kiss his feet. He saved those people, those women in China. They had to marry and be under a man, 20 women deep. He just come in the afternoon, the morning, the evening, and fuck them and leave. And then all them babies, and all the babies. Chairman Mao said, no, we ain't doing none of that. I understand why he took the intellectuals and put them on farms in the hills in China. I understand it now. Because these folks that call themselves intellectual here cannot spot a grifter. Cannot spot when when they're being scammed. So what good the fuck are you? What good the fuck are you? German mom said, go pick some vegetables. Think about it. See how it is to starve from what all the shit you're doing. Change the Chinese people all the way around. Took the strings from tying up the women's feet. They walking around bowing them in. I watch them now. Everybody working together for the common good. But not here. I wouldn't go to any of these, when they said the Bible Belt, that means the SA belt for women, the SA belt, pedophiles for children. Did I tell you when I went down south and someone took my return tickets and I found myself again stranded in South Carolina. I had my daughter, she was 5. She was going to spend her 5th birthday with her great-grandmother, so she'll have a memory of her in her mind. And when I couldn't find my tickets, this little girl that's dancing now when I walk was screaming. She was like, they're going to get you again. They're going to get you, and they're going to get your daughter. They're going to get your daughter. You're going to have to go to that Southern Baptist church, and she's going to be taught that you ain't shit. Men are everything. You're going to leave them with people, and thereby that God is going to be able to SA her. I call my sisters up here, they don't know nothing about the cults. I called my landlord, yes. I said, Martha, and I was just crying. I said, me and my daughter is stuck in South Carolina. She said, I'll get you your tickets. And I'll send you a little extra money in case you want lunch. I'm crying, I mean panicked. Essayed, beat up, dragged. That's how they do women in South Carolina. So you're going to have them babies. Those chomos, they need their victims. That Baptist cult needs its victim. All these cults need women victim, children victim. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. If I thought I would have to go back to the Bible Belt, my body right now would stop. It would stop functioning. That would be instant. I'd be going like that. That is just how horrible and horrific it is. And these African American people, they send their children down there. Oh, he bad, I'm going to send him down south. Let me tell you, when you send them down there to Southern Baptists and them holiness and them Catholics, let me tell you what they do. They abuse your child. Because you told them that they was bad. You set them up to be groomed. You set him up to be groomed. He will be essayed. He'll be abused. He'll be talked into all kind of criminal activities because you set him up. He bad, I'm going to send him down south. Then when he come back, he totally fucked up. Whew. None of them. This is a whole cult. It's a penal colony. It's ran by cults. But countries aren't like that. Countries for the progression of the people. Get these cults out of your country. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They don't educate the people. For a country to grow, You got to be educated. You got to allow the people to be educated for the country to grow. But when you want to oppress, SA, abuse the people, then you don't give them access to education. That's why there's so much money for higher education on this penal colony. It's easier to keep you dumb. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. But they're so dumb, they can't even see when they're being scammed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I know DV is horrible, but if you're in these cults and you're raised in these cults, that's the expectation. Stop screaming, I hate war, I don't want war. These cults they worship war gods. They fight all the time. They fight women. And women make humans. They are unlifing women who are pregnant or who just had a child. Highest rate. If you are carrying a child or able to have a child on this penal colony, you don't have a strong survival rate. You will be unlifed by man. So say the cults. They have no respect for the mother that gives life. The cult leader, the man, is more important. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. Y'all ain't seen how many women I've been seeing savagely beaten. And it was just something she did. She caused it. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow. Well, I have to have a man because if I don't have a man, I can't make it. And she's right. Because men own everything. And they said if you don't have a man, I don't care if he beat you down to the ground, you ain't going to get a job, you ain't going to get a car, you ain't going to be able to pay rent, you ain't going to do none of them things. So you stay with him. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. So, you South Carolina ladies, I'm telling you, you did a good thing standing up. But I can tell you right now, I'm just glad y'all made it out alive. When I saw y'all was voted out, I was like, oh, at least they didn't life them. Y'all have no idea how violent these Christian, Jews, Islamics are. All violent cult. And the first thing you know is a cult is a violent because they go after women. I'm just glad those ladies are alive. Let's break this water down. Let me see if I got something new. No, I got nothing new. Let me turn this. See, this is a little space I have when I'm trying to get the cameras close to me. I have a little space to move around, and it's a little part of the studio. So, yeah, y'all. Oh, Friday down. So let me tell y'all. I love the ancestors. And like I said, I poured that Jim Beam, and the veterans came through. I got no problem with that. I love them. I volunteered to work with them. I fed them. I read to them. That's their family. Sometimes I was the only company they had. So they came through, and they came through with this orange thing. But they're going. Also, the big swindlers, grifters came through, because the greatest human grifter living now is getting ready to go out here and grift and scam countries. And for scammers, that's a big thing. You can scam a couple of hundred people, you can even scam a little couple of banks back and forth. But to be able to scam and deplete the funds of a whole country is a scammer's dream. And he hasn't gotten that yet. But once they put him back in, he will. And that's why I say y'all cut off all contacts with him. That's coming from the veteran, from your own elders that's long gone. Get them cults out your country. When you negotiate with these people, record them. They're liars, they're swindlers, and they love liars and swindlers. So before I get to where I'm going, I'm sitting there vibing with the ancestors. And I'm saying to them, it's something else. It's something else. Why him and these cults are so connected? It's something else. Money's. I'm sitting just this morning. Then I put on this called podcast, news from the whole week, and I'm listening. And it says they have opened new documentation of a case against that grifter where him and Jeffrey Epstein was sexually trafficking and SAing a 12-year-old girl. She's on record. She swore to it. So I sat there and said, holy shit. The Chomos. He's into pedophile SA. It's documented. And these men that's running this penal colony, they's into it too. No. Of course he's going to get in. Then, I'm making sure what I'm going to talk about today, so I'm in the YouTube streets. And the first thing I see is the swindler's groom daughter. Not the wife, because he ain't paid the $50 million. But the daughter, the groom daughter. She shows up all the time to take, because when she shows up, slim, skinny, looking European, but we know it's European African. These men stop thinking with this and start thinking with this. So that's another part what scammers do. So he pulled out the big guns. So now you really want him to get elected, because when you whacking off your stick at night, you're thinking of Ivanka. Foreign countries, please, y'all got to see this penal colony for what it truly is. Y'all have to not measure yourselves by them, because this ruler is low. You can take your people to 20 or 40, it's just using the inches, 40 inches. But you keep with these African cults and these folks from this penal colony, and your measure stick for you and your people is only 6 inches. Just because you beat your chest don't mean you're bad at speech. I'm telling you. Stop looking up to them. Stop it. It's lies they put out. When I was a child, it was lies because they were going to foreign countries, taking their land, overthrowing the government, and telling the people, go to America, go to America, we'll give you liberty. And then they went around doing it to so many countries that the people just kept coming. They just kept coming. And now they say, no, we don't want it anymore. But it's this penal colony that backs all that shit. All them wars. They coming to the right spot. You got kicked off your land in one other country. I guarantee it's somebody, a corporation here that got your government to kick it off. Yes, bring your ass here. They made the fucking problem. But y'all get ready. When that grifter comes through, don't shake hands with him, because that's how the grift is. You shake hands with him. Now, the other person don't know what's going on. You shake hands. Then he goes back and says, hey, you know, I just made an agreement with this guy. I'm going to sell him guns and stuff like that. And he's going to use our military to help him take land from other people. And it's not true. You just looked at him, shook his hand, and that was it. But for a grifter and a swindler and a blackmailer, a liar, a pedophile, that's called opportunity. Yes, he shook hands with me. He said I could take his daughter. Yes, he shook hands with me. He says I could rectum bandit his son. You don't need to start kicking these Americans here out your country if your country has a future. Like I told you, this measuring stick for them is low, 6 inches. You want your country to grow. Your stick grows higher and higher and higher. These folks are still with the old African religion. They ain't moving. They're not moving. They're not moving. Women are nothing. The universe said women are everything. They make babies. They make humans. That's what I want them to reproduce. And they said, yeah, we want them to reproduce too. In between me beating them, berating them, starving them and the baby. I want you to have a lot of babies, but I'm not going to support the daycare so you can put the babies in daycare to work. No. You're going to stay home. You're going to get a man to beat your ass, beat you and the baby's asses. And hopefully, when they grow up, we'll put them in the army. Oh, foreign countries, please, 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 please. I don't think there's a war on this planet that this penal colony or the British Crown has not supported through man or money. Not a war on this planet that they're not involved in. It's European Africans. Oof. Anyway, whew. See, every time I try to talk about what we're going to do Monday, we do the 6 number shake. The 6 number shake is where I shake 6 numbers. Excuse me. I give the numbers to Tamika, a numerologist. She tells me what she reads in the numbers. I come back and tell you what she says. And we're going to do that 3 times next week. And by the end of the week, I think the vibrations from the veterans, and I think I'll be able to get rid of the vibration from the swindlers, because I don't like that the most. Like I said this morning, I'm just like chilling, and I see that picture of the swindler's daughter, the groom daughter, skinny, blonde, looking good, and I said to myself, oh my goodness, we're doomed. Now they're whacking off on her. Of course he's going to get in office now. That's called the big guns. Take their minds off the fact that I'm swindling them by getting their kickstand up, and when the kickstand come up, they don't think about nothing but satisfying the kickstand. That's the swindlers, y'all. And children who are groomed by their father. So we're throwing the 6 numbers. You'll see it when I put on it. I'll put 6 number shake. That's so I can find out what these veterans really want to tell us, or me. And then after next week, they'll be gone. We can talk about exercise and how nice it is being this end of life stage. Oh, it's awesome. Exercising, women's stuff. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I tell you. But since Born Those Libations, the veterans are on fire. They lied to me yesterday. These kids they've been sitting down playing video games for so long. They need to walk and exercise with you so it won't be so hard on them when they wind up in boot camp. That was the vibe from the ancestors. That orange slime ball getting ready. They put y'all in. Y'all gonna be paid military. Well, you already are, because y'all running around behind the Saudis, checking the Saudis all, going into villages and countries and getting rid of them so you can drill for oil for the Saudis. So you kind of like already pay security guards. That enrages the veterans, the ancestor veterans. That enrages them. But now Ivanka's on the scene, honey. You don't think about nothing but your kickstand when you see her bent over. You think about her bent over a chair on a table under your desk. So I know this old orange swimmer is getting in because he done pulled out the big gun. Halfway through, we got a few months for the election, and he pulled out Ivanka. You're going to see a lot of her. These German Ethiopians love her. You will see a lot of her. A lot. She looked like every porn star without the breast implants that you ever seen in a pornography movie. He knows how to do it. He knows how to do it. And then, about another month or more from now, he'll slap down that $50 million, and you'll see Melania. Oh, you know, especially these Christians, they love twosomes. So when they stand together, their men's mind get all marked up, and all they can see is themselves having sex with them, and anything that scammer says is fine with them. He pulling out the big guns. I tell you. Whoo. It's penal colony. Hey y'all, we did it the whole week. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for coming on the walk.